Ladies, we are here tonight on the show. We got first some news, and then got some wrestling, SmackDown recap. All right. So after a few weeks of there being no potential buyers, and that it was really down to Tony Khan and Saudi Arabia. Apparently, now all of a sudden there seems to be some more potential buyers. It's reported that WWE will meet with potential buyers for the company next month and to prepare for the first round bids. So starting in April, so I think they want to get this done before the summer. So like here, as we're getting into the spring, I think they want to get this done. And I think, like I said, I think they're trying. They I think they might still maybe give maybe Saudi Arabia the final bid, because I think that's why they're having a bunch of their bidders bid for the company in April. So then when they go in May to Saudi Arabia for King of the Ring, they can get the bid for Saudi Arabia, which is probably going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest one. Remember, they're asking for about $9 billion. A lot of So yeah, that's where you need a big company, like whether it's Comcast, Disney, to do stuff like that, because that's a lot of money, unless you're like a freaking big ass billionaire. Not a lot of people have $10 billion in their fucking, obviously. But yeah, man, they start having meetings in April and having potential buyers place their first round bids. So I don't know. Maybe some guys might get a chance to come back later on and put a higher bid in the future. We'll see what happens. But I guess now maybe they were doing this for a strategy. I don't know, but I guess there's more companies interested than Tony Khan and Saudi Arabia. All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. More news to get to. Conan will be inducting Rey Mysterio into the Hall of Fame. Rey Mysterio asked them, and WWE approved it. So obviously last night, Rey Mysterio got announced into the Hall of Fame. And so his buddy Conan, I believe from WCW, is going to induct him. Congratulations to Rey Mysterio, man. So is he going to retire after this match? Assuming the plan is to have the match with Dominic Mysterio. Is he going to retire after that match? Because that's what Ric Flair did back in the day. He got announced while he was still active, and then the next night he had a match at WrestleMania with Shawn Michaels, and he retired after that match. So maybe a similar path for Rey Mysterio. We'll see, man. Let's see here. Mark Briscoe announced a reach for the Sky match on Rampage last night, and it's gonna be to declare the new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. The Luchadors were the first ones to be announced. Interesting how they're doing this on Rampage and not on the Ring of Honor show. It's trying to boost up the ratings for Rampage, I guess. So that's probably how they're gonna crown new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. All right, that's cool. Yeah, I think he'd rather relinquish the tag team titles than probably replace a partner. That just feels too messed up with what happened with his brother. So he probably just relinquished them. So we'll see how that match goes. Jake Perry, Jungle Boy, said on Rampage as well he wants a gold. So I'm assuming either the International Champion or the TNT Champion. All right. Let's see. Just scrolling down. There's a bunch of SmackDown stuff. Roxana Perez supposedly discharged from the hospital last night after on Tuesday night getting hospitalized. I think it was a storyline, but whatever. Continue to stroll down. The Great Muta, who's a Japanese wrestler, who's never wrestled in WWE, is also expected to be inducted into this year's Hall of Fame class. Very interesting. I think this will be the first time that a guy got inducted into the Hall of Fame. He never had a single match. I think the closest maybe Sting. Sting maybe had maybe 3 matches, and he got inducted. So the WWE does tend to do this. They will acknowledge other wrestling companies, or another, especially with Triple H, right? Vince McMahon not really, but now with Triple H, he will respect the history of wrestling, and he will. I guess he's more willing to induct a guy like this. He's like, okay, he never wrestled for us, but he was a great wrestler throughout the world, especially in Japan. So we'll see how that goes. Alexa Bliss, after it was reported she's taking a hiatus from WWE, she tweeted, "After seeing these tweets, I am not on hiatus. They know where I find me." Yep. So did they just stand flat out drop the storyline with Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy at the Royal Rumble? Who knows, man? A lot of people are saying that her body language was really bad, that she seemed like she didn't want to be there. Is it possible that they just sent her home because of bad attitude? I don't know. We'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, something very interesting. Hold on. Let me see here. Edge said on the... No, this is not what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Well, first let me... What, Edge, and then whatever. Edge said on an interview that he views Seth Rollins as this modern-day superstar, rated R superstar. I can see that. But you better be careful, Edge. Because that's what JBL said about Baron Corbin, that he was this modern day's wrestling god, and look what happened. So you better be, obviously not gonna freaking jinx him. Just Seth Rollins is much better than Baron Corbin. But anyways, that's probably getting him a lot of kudos to him. Obviously, he had that good feud with him, I believe, back in 2021. So good stuff right there. Seth Rollins giving, Edge giving Seth Rollins that great nickname, the modern day rated R superstar. And now, what is this? Brock Lesnar to face Omos this week on Monday Night Raw. So did Triple H finally say, we're not doing this, Vince? I'm sorry. You also saw nothing happen last night between Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt. Did you also realize that too? Remember they said there was a backup plan? Is it possible that maybe even Vince McMahon, after going to Raw this past Monday, realized that's not a good feud? Pretty interesting. Wait a minute. I mean, wait. Is this a match or a face to face? Wait, it might just be a face to face. Oh, fuck, they confused me. Dude, they put them like they're going to wrestle. Pendejo face for me. It's a face-to-face. Oh, man, I got so excited for a moment thinking it was a match. Oh, it's a face-to-face. Oh, fuck. Oh, man, and on the picture, looks like they're going to fucking wrestle. Ah, man, face-to-face. I beg your pardon. Pendejo face for me here tonight on a Saturday. I got too excited. I beg your pardon. So a face-to-face. So I was talking to WrestleMania. I beg your pardon. Pendejo face for me here tonight. Let's continue to stroll down. Here tonight on a Saturday. Damn, I got so excited when I saw the picture. I saw face to face. I'm like, I thought it was a match, and then I'm like, no, face to face. That's what Logan and Paul and Seth Rollins had this past week, a face to face. Pendejo face for me. Big E, today's the 1 year anniversary since he broke his neck a year ago. So maybe it could be a good sign he's going to be coming back soon, right? I don't know. Probably not. Now Kofi Kingston is also hurt. Jesus Christ, man. Wow. But I think, well, we got one more. We still got SmackDown too. We got one more article to open. And then, or one more website to open. And then we will do SmackDown recap. Let's see here. So yeah, they're saying that Ronda Rousey might end up missing WrestleMania because of her freaking wrist injury, hand injury. She wasn't on last week on last night for SmackDown. They're still trying to see if they can fit her in. Like I said, maybe having Io and Dakota wrestle on both nights, a 6-woman tag team match with Becky, Trish, and Lita, and then also defending the tag team titles again, Ronda and Shayna Baszler. But they're saying that they don't know, that they're still not sure about Ronda Rousey, that she might just not wrestle at all. Damn, we'll see what happens. Also, Kofi Kingston, it looks like he's also not going to be able to wrestle at WrestleMania, as he's got an ankle injury that is probably going to put him out until April, middle of April, that will probably be past WrestleMania time. So it looks like Kofi Kingston is for sure out, and Ronda Rousey could also be out for WrestleMania. So that sucks, man. I don't know what would have been the storyline for Kofi Kingston, but at this point, it looks like he's not even going to be able to participate. Speedy recovery for Kofi Kingston and Ronda Rousey. I think I already said this. AEW is trying to re-sign the Elites, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks to new deals. The biggest thing they're selling them on is that the amount of off time they would get in AEW, about just having to work once a week on Wednesdays, occasionally twice a week if there's a pay-per-view, where in WWE you have to do the 3 to 5 hour day weeks because of all the live events, non-televised. Especially for the Elites, since the Elites don't have, since the Elites are married with kids, Tony kind of telling them that they will be able to spend more time with their family in AEW and not so much in AEW. And for Kenny Omega, even though he's not married, they're telling him that because of his body, because he's up there in age and all the injuries he's had, it would probably be tough on his body to have to wrestle 3 to 5 times a week. Now, I would think if WWE thinks Kenny Omega, I don't think they're having him do the full schedule. I think they're just going to tell him, as long as you show up once a week and then do the pay-per-views, I think you're fine. I don't think they would have Kenny Omega do the whole, like what Cody Rhodes, because he's still younger and he wants to do it. But I don't think they would have Kenny Omega wrestle like on a Saturday night in freaking Montana. You know, I don't think they would do that. I think they would just have him show up like on Raw or SmackDown and then on pay-per-views. But apparently that's what they're trying to sell them with, that the schedule in AEW is a lot lighter than the one in WWE. So we'll see how that goes. And I think we're ready for a SmackDown recap here tonight on a Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and sit down, take a little break here tonight on a Saturday. Let me make sure I got all the articles. All right. We are ready for SmackDown recap here tonight on Saturday. What the fuck is happening with this shit? Yesterday was what, the 9? I don't know. Or was it the 10? I think it was the 10. I believe it was the 10. No, it might have been the. What was yesterday? Let me look at the calendar. It was the 10th yesterday. Fuck, I'm struggling finding it. Man, fuck. Where's that website that I like? Shit. Fuck. We've been doing such a good job of finding that website I like. Because these other websites don't fucking have it in the right way. I think I found it, maybe. Fuck. I hate when this shit happens, man. Nope, this is not it either. I guess they just didn't post it. I hate it because other websites don't do order, man. They just fucking. Fuck. Let me try to find one that's close, I guess. Here, maybe Fight Faithful will be good. Sean Ross app. Oh, this is not really good. Oh my lord. Okay, it was a very short show when it comes to matches. So I'm gonna try to memorize, maybe look a little bit at this. So I believe it started off with see, this is a preview. It's not even a fucking review. This is a, oh boy. Anyways, I believe it started off with McIntyre. Let me try to find another one to make sure. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so fucking frustrated, man. So I believe it started off with the Fatal 5-Way between Xavier Woods, LA Knight, Karrion Kross, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. Great match. Like, what was it? Like the first 30 minutes. At the end, fucking both Drew McIntyre and Sheamus pin at the same time, and they had two referees. So the one referee inside, and there was another referee outside. I don't know why. I think it was just to do the finish like this. And the one from the outside comes in, and so Sheamus pins one guy, McIntyre pins the other. So I guess it's a draw. They both fucking won. You got the fans screaming triple threat. Instead, Adam Pearce decides they're gonna have a match next week on, and the winner will face them. They might still do a draw next week, and we might still get that triple threat. It looks like if they want to give the fans what they want, the fans want a triple threat match. And then we have fucking let's see how good this shit is. They announced Rey Mysterio to the Hall of Fame. He comes out on the microphone. Right as he's about to talk, fucking Dominic interrupts him. And then, tells him, you don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. You were never there for me, that crap. Then Legado del Fantasma comes out. Tell him, we're supposed to have a fucking tag team match. Let's might as well have it right now. So another very good match between Legado del Fantasma and Judgment Day. After the match, Judgment Day wins. They once again, Dominic says, I want to see my father alone in the ring. So both Judgment Day and Legado del Fantasma leave. And Dominic, again, trying to just like, Eddie should have been my dad. Trying to get Eddie, Rey Mysterio to hit him. Rey still won't hit him. At least this time, he Dominic pushed him into the ropes. And then as he was trying to go for him again, I think Rey did the whole thing when you put the ropes down. And so Dominic went through the ropes. So at least he didn't hit him, but at least this time he kind of threw him out of the ring in a way. So I don't know. They got to hurry up, right? I get maybe they're building it slowly, but what are we now? 3 weeks away? Jesus Christ. They're really taking their time with it. So let's continue to go. Let's see, this article's so bad. Then we have a match with Charlotte Flair backstage wants a match with Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce gives it to her, whatever. Then we got the Viking Raiders versus Braun Strowman. That was basically the first hour of the show. Fucking those two matches, really, with Judgment Day and Legado del Fantasma, and the Rey Mysterio Dominic segment, and the whole Fatal 5-Way for the Intercontinental Championship, number one contender. That was only two matches. And they did a great job with those two matches, right? A little bit of backstage segments in between, where the second hour kind of got a little bit shitty. This was a good match, but what was the reason behind this? The Viking Raiders versus Braun Strowman and Ricochet. It was good, but for what reason? At the end, the Viking Raider win. So I guess a good little win for the Viking Raiders, I guess. And then what did we get? We get Charlotte versus Shotzi, a very shitty ass match, kind of a squash match. Charlotte Flair wins. After the match, Rhea Ripley comes out. They have a promo. Rhea Ripley's like, I gotten a lot better in the last 3 years. And Charlotte's like, so have I. I get better every day. And I know you're Rhea Ripley, and you're willing to tear apart anybody that gets in your way, except me. And then Charlotte walks away. It doesn't feel special at all. Charlotte, just like Ronda Rousey, it just doesn't. She doesn't feel that special anymore. I don't know what happened. I think Charlotte is better as a heel. As a babyface, she kind of sucks, man. Man, this women's division on SmackDown is so bad. And like the two people that are supposed to carry it, Ronda Rousey and Charlotte, they're just not hitting the way they used to. I don't know. I think on Raw, because it's so stacked, you got fucking Bianca Belair, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss when she's there, Asuka, even guys like Chelsea Green and Carmella. Now even adding Trish and Lita, they all just feed off each other. Where here, it's like I think there's maybe too much pressure on maybe Ronda Rousey and Charlotte to carry it, and they don't have the dance partners, right? No disrespect, like no Shotzi, Natalya. Ah, man. I don't know if I like, maybe they should just have the woman go everywhere and not have the woman separated. Because I feel like the SmackDown division is so bad. Like the two head of the food chain and Ronda Rousey and Charlotte, they don't seem that special right now. Ronda Rousey, Rhea Ripley, who's not really a SmackDown, then maybe that's why they're going to have her win. So she goes over to SmackDown. So now you can at least have three women, right? Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, and Ronda Rousey. Maybe. That would really make sense in a way. All right, let's continue to go down. And then the Usos come out. Pretty much, Jay's talking about what he did. He's like, this is my family, man. Of course, I'm going to choose family over a friend or whatever. And then, they're like, Jimmy, now that we're done with Sami Zayn problem, we got to get rid of this Cody Rhodes problem. And then Cody Rhodes comes out. And he's like, I keep hearing my name a lot. You might as well say it to my face. They're like, Cody, get the hell out of here, or else we'll fucking, you're not going to make it to WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes takes his fucking jacket off. He gets in the ring. A few seconds later, Sami Zayn shows up. And Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes beat the shit out of the Usos. Shouldn't this have been Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? That's another match. Very slow developing if that match is going to happen between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the Usos. I thought it was going to be the moment where maybe Kevin Owens was going to come out, and then Sami Zayn once again was going to help Kevin Owens and continue to try to plant the seeds for this match. Instead, it was Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn. I think they're trying to do this because they don't want the fans to start preferring Sami over Cody. So they're trying to tell us that, they're friends. They're friends with each other. Like, Sami supports Cody. He wants Cody to win the title at WrestleMania. There's no jealousy there. That, I don't know, but it maybe better make more sense for have Kevin Owens and Sami beat up the Usos, and then plant more seats to set up that match. But anyway, that was pretty much the end of Raw. The end of SmackDown, I beg your pardon. That was pretty much it. The first hour was fantastic. Like I said, only 2 matches, but they really took their time with those 2 matches. Second hour was kind of bad. Even the main event, the final segment fell flat. And I think, weren't they advertising Roman Reigns to be there? Even when the Usos arrived to the building, they tell Paul Heyman, tell the Tribal Chief, I'm here. Was Roman maybe safe for the what do you call it, the dark match? I don't know. But I could have sworn he was supposed to be there. Yeah, this SmackDown started off really good. But overall, it was not nowhere as good as last week's. That second hour was really flat. But anyway, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Have a good night, everybody. Holla! One King 1.